Here we go, guys. What I did was a trigger. I did the trigger on Monday. Yes, right after I went for my ultrasound, I did the trigger shot. And everything was fine. I was fine. Everything was, normal to me. Next day, I woke up and I felt bloated. Bloated to the top. I felt cramps like I have never felt before. It's just like gas, painful gas, but sitting right on my uterus and my ovaries. Talking about finding the right spot to have gas, right after I took my HCG shot. If I did not go for my ultrasound, I would say for sure that I overstimulated, I would freak out. But because I did 4 ultrasounds in a week and a half, I know for sure I couldn't overstimulate because I didn't have tons of follicles. So I thought, what's going on? I thought maybe the HCG was not agreeing with my body. Maybe I'm allergic to it. I mean, in my head, I was freaking out. And remember, my husband told me not to do it. So how do you go to him and tell them you took it and now you're having trouble? So here I was in pain, didn't know what to do, and I was at that point where I really wanted to go to the hospital. I was so sick. I was in a lot of pain. My lower back was hurting me. My right and left ovaries were hurting me. My uterus was hurting me. I said, holy I did something wrong. But when I stopped freaking out and I stopped thinking and I thought, I cannot have this kind of pain from ovulation. I know I ovulated that day or the day before. So I started thinking, could it be gas? Because I suffer from gas. Because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I will be walking around the house in pain, in agony. And I thought, okay, I haven't been going for at least 2 days. TMI for you guys. I haven't been going for 2 days. Could it be it? And I went and I tried. I couldn't go. So I thought, okay, that could be gas. And my belly was, felt different. I was bloated, And I said, okay, let me go to a pharmacy and get myself something to help me out. I couldn't find any fiber, what do you call them? This medication you put, not medication, this fiber thing you put in your water you drink. I couldn't find any. So I bought Dulcolax. I mean, I was goggling and I was just taking Dulcolax like tic-tac because I wanted to know for sure this is gas. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of all this. So it took me 3 days, guys, taking Dulcolax, taking another liquid drops. They sold me. They said take 10 drops. Ha! Took at least 60 drops. Nothing happened. And I did suppository. I mean, I was going crazy. So I did go with Dulcolax. I took 4. I took 2 at night and nothing happened. And the next morning, I took 2. So, oh my God, I got rid of everything that was making me so sick. And now, it was not the trigger. When you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, you're always very suspicious. You think, you did something wrong. So even if I was in Canada, wherever I was, if a doctor prescribed me that, I probably wouldn't be so scared. It's because I underestimate myself, which I should because I'm not a medical professional. You cannot, take medication without prescriptions and all that. I know. But like I said before, if somebody else is thinking of doing it, be extremely careful. Extremely careful. Do your homework, get your ducks in a line, try to find out if you can have x-ray, because not x-ray, ultrasound. If you cannot find a place to do your ultrasound, I suggest you do not take Clomid, because even without the trigger shot, if you take Clomid, you might develop more than one or two follicles. Depends on your age, because I am 41. I do not have that much more eggs left. That's why I had the one on my right side. But if you are younger, you can take Clomid and have tons of mature follicles. Don't think if you take Clomid, well, I'm taking Clomid, but I'm not gonna trigger. I may not, have multiples. Do your homework. Find the things that you need to find out. My thing is, I do not go on Google looking for what some other people did. I go and research on university websites, and I try to find medical journals, medical articles where they have done researches on Clomid, what can happen, what should happen, and all that. Because we are all different. I may take it and I'm fine, and you may take it, you might be allergic to some ingredients that's in it. So be very, very, very careful and make sure that you can have as many ultrasound as you can, because if you don't, and I think it's only here or maybe some other countries where you can buy this type of medication without prescription. But if you are in the States, I think people can buy them online, which is, you never know what you're getting for your money. It's always a risk. I'm not saying, well, I did it, you shouldn't be doing it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you planning on doing something like I did, make sure you do your research, because that's the last thing you want. Trying to conceive. I know it's stressful. I know we want to have it right away. We never thought that we would be here after a year, after 6 months. We always think with women, you have sex, you get pregnant. End of the stories. Infertility can rule your life, and also can ruin your life, because that's the only thing you think about. Everything you do, it's about trying to conceive. I know for sure it has gone into my head where I don't want to talk about anything else except that. But I try, like I said in my do and don'ts video, I try not to bother anybody with my problem. I've been here for 6 months. I met a few ladies there. Nobody knows. Nobody knows my sorrow. I don't say it to anybody, because people sometimes they cannot understand what you're going through. Sometimes they think, well, you already have 2 kids. You already have a kid. What is your problem? So I don't want this negativity. It's my problem. It's my choice. So keep your advice to yourself. So that's what it is. So if you want to do that, make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And always tell somebody, either your partner, a good friend, somebody. Because if anything happens, you need somebody there that can tell what you did. I always kept the box of any medication I buy, just in case. Like the Clomid and the HCG, I have them in my purse in case something happens. So you want somebody to know what you did in case something happened. You don't want to spend hours at the hospital in agony or unconscious, God forbid, and the doctor's trying to figure out what's going on. You want somebody to say, this is what she took, this is it, and they will go from there. So you don't want to be at loss. So this is it, guys. 2 videos in a row. Thank you very much, and I know that you can understand why I decided not to do a 2-week weight symptom videos. I have done it many times, and it's a bit stressful. So if anything happens, I'm telling you, you might know before my husband does, because I will try to make something fancy. I have never done it before, so you might be the first to know. So I will let you know sooner than later. Thank you guys for watching.